Hey everyone, welcome back. We're here to go over the third and final 100-point prep race. I believe this will probably be the first one going, first or second one that actually goes off, but it's the last one I'm going to cover. The Wood Memorial. We got a field of 8 here. We got 3 Todd Pletchers, 2 Safi Josephs, a Mike Maker, a Chad Brad, and Musin. So all of the I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people on racing Twitter not too thrilled about the trainers that are in here and be like, oh, New York racing's terrible. But whatever. I actually think this is a pretty competitive field. I'm happy with it. So here we go. The number 1 is Mo Donegal. Goes out for Todd Pletcher, gets Joel Rosario. The last time we saw him in his 3-year-old debut, he finished third to eventual Florida Derby winner White Abario, and the second place finisher was Fountain of Youth winner Simplification. I don't think anybody in this field besides him has run against anybody that good. He's going to be tough. My one knock on Mo Donegal, and I been my knock on him since last year. He does not take turns well, in my opinion. But once he gets going straight in the stretch, he's a rocket. It's getting him to get straight in the stretch that is the issue. He breaks from the rail today, and I feel like either he's going to go early and surprise people a little bit, or Rosario is just going to drop him back and do his trademark, I'm going to circle the field, turning for home move. I think he's good enough here to do either. I don't think this field is that great, even though I do think it's competitive. He's going to be my top selection in here. I don't have morning lines. I got to believe he's either going to be first or second choice with Morello. I can't, and with early voting probably being third choice. I just think he's dangerous and he's the class of the field here. A Pletcher shipped him back to New York after the attempt in Florida for a reason. I think I think he shipped here to win or come in second here. So Mo Donegal is going to be my pick, but we will continue. The number 2 is Golden Code, also for Todd Pletcher. He finished third in the Gotham last time out. He kind of sat behind. He sat behind the lead. He didn't do. He basically ended up catching a horse that I don't think wants to go distance in Dean's list. I don't think he's that good. I'm gonna toss him. He's gonna really need to improve to win here. Morello soundly beat him, so I'm tossing him. Don't think he's that good. We'll move on. The number 3 is early voting for Chad Brown, and he won the Withers back in February. He's 2 for 2 lifetime. He went gate the wire, and when the race came out, he didn't get a great figure. And then they adjusted the figure after Unoho won the Rebel. He's got early speed though, and he should be your pace setter. I think he's dangerous in here. He's bred to go the distance. Gun runner, sired by a Tisnow, a dams out of Tisnow. He's going to be tough here on the front end. I eventually think I do think Mo Donegal's a little better, but Jose stays here to ride for the weekend, so he does get Jose. I definitely think he's a major player in here, and if you're not going to single somebody or somebody else, I do think you have to use early voting, just because lone speed is very dangerous, and he has won at this distance on this track already, being lone speed. The number 4 is long term. The maiden for Todd Pletcher entered here, and if you get a price, maybe he's repole. He's a repole horse. I get repole wants to have a Derby presence. I think this one is overmatched, maybe for minor awards. I don't see this horse doing much of anything here. He's not quick enough to go with them early. He's not the best coming home late. He should be a big price. So if you want a long shot underneath, I guess he's better than some of the others, but I think he's a toss. I think the only Pletcher to use is Mo Donegal. The number 5 is Morello, the winner of the Gotham last time out for Steve Asmussen. and he looked very good winning the Gotham. My one hesitation is that he caught a horse in Dean's list, who, again, I think is a sprinter. I believe he is pointing for a sprint next time out, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I don't think he's, I think he's a little overhyped, but he is just going to be chasing early voting. So I think he's going to get a good trip. I don't think he's going to get a bad trip. He's going to get first jump on early voting because I think he's going to sit closer than Mo Donegal will in reality. So I think he's very tough. I do think Mo Donegal has a better closing kick, though. But that said, if Morello gets the jump on him, and Mo Donegal has his usual traffic issues that he seems to find in every race, then Morello could get it done here. Pedigree says the distance is no issue here. So Morello is a major player here. He's going to be one of the top two choices, but I do think he's dangerous in a major player. The number 6 is Skippy Longstockings for the first of two in here for Safi Joseph Jr. And he ran very impressively last time out at Gulfstream. I am tossing him though. I am not a fan of Safi outside of Gulfstream. He beats me. He beats me. This one, he won last time out from off the pace. He beat a horse in Steel Sunshine who I did not finish in the top 5 in the Florida Derby last weekend and was a monster price. I'm expecting this one to also be a monster price here. I think there's better. Junior hasn't been phenomenal lately either. I am going to toss him. If you like him, okay. The number 7 is AP Secret, the other Safi Joseph horse. And again, he wasn't in he didn't really have a major excuse in the Fountain of Youth. He did get caught up a little bit in that issue. He was the horse that had his heels clipped by I believe he was the horse that clipped his heels. Yeah. He clipped heels, but he wasn't winning. He sat good. If you're gonna use a Safi horse, this is the horse that I would use is AP Secret. He gets Manny Franco aboard. I like Manny, but I don't think this is the spot. You're gonna Safi outside of Florida is not fantastic. I think I'm gonna need 20 to 1 to use him. You might get 20 to 1 on him though. To here, he was 30 to 1 in the Fountain of Youth, so very possible you do get at least 20 to 1 here. I do like him better than the other Pletchers. I think he's better than Golden Code and Long Term. He's better than the other Safi, in my opinion. But I think he's got a long way to go before he's up the par with the top 3. He's gonna sit off like Morello does, and I don't see him out kicking Morello. So best I could use him is underneath. The number 8 and rounding out the field is Baris for Mike Maker. And I have been a fan of this one since his debut. He's been in my virtual stable since before his debut. I'm a big fan of this horse. I had no idea they were going to put this horse on the Derby Trail, and I would love to see this horse win personally. I don't think he's Derby material. He hasn't beaten anything. Uh, he does run well though. He likes to sit right off the pace. I also don't know if he really wants to go a mile and an eighth. I think the mile, maybe a mile and a 16th is as much as he wants to go. He won at a mile last time. I'm gonna toss him. If he's a big price though, I'm gonna put a couple bucks on him just because I've had this horse in all 3 of his career starts. I personally just don't see it though. I really think this is another one that I would love to see him win. Don't think it's gonna happen. At the end of the day, I'm going to go with Mo Donegal, and I'm going to go with Mo Donegal over early voting. I'm going to hope Morello just isn't as good, and I hope Mo Donegal just outkicks him, and that early voting can dig in and hold on for second. you can't play all the chalk, but I'm going to try to split the difference and go with toss one of them and just play a cold exacta with Mo Donegal. I might play Mo Donegal over both of them and maybe Baris just to try to get cute. But at the end of the day, I think this is Mo Donegal's race to lose. I'd be surprised, honestly, if he didn't go off the favorite. I don't know if he will be the morning line favorite, but I'd be surprised if he didn't go off the favorite. And I'm going to guess it's going to be somewhere around that 8-5, 9-5 range. So with that, that's all 300-point preps. Best of luck this weekend as the Kentucky Derby picture will be a lot more clear after this weekend. So best of luck, and I will see you next weekend for the final Kentucky Derby prep, the Lexington.